Hey there, it's CaraNightly, and tonight I have with me another Magic the Gathering Commander deck. This is from the newest release, Modern Horizons 3. Moderhorizons 1, 2, 3. So, I'm going to be using the Dragon Shield Magenta, M-A-G-E-N-T-A. Magenta sleeves on this Simic deck. So, let's get started with opening the package. Okay, so the bottom always has a little saying. Let's see. Land a perfectly synchronized smackdown. Okay, this is definitely a land-focused deck. I think it says tricky terrain. So it's ramp lands and grow value. Okay. So let's see here. Ooh, it's a nice teal color. Nice teal. So I never really use any of these, but you could push these out and use them as tokens. I just have my own set using different dye and things like that. This is the poster that comes along. Alright, tricky terrain, playing the deck. Lands take center stage thanks to the might of Omo. Discover ways to make and use specific land types from Gates to Loki, and assemble powerful land-based combos from across the multiverse. Alright, alright. Very nice. Don't generally keep these. Oh, I forgot already. The extra goodies. This is a collector booster. And the box that it will go in. Blue and green, or Simic is definitely one of my favorites to play. And then a life counter. Again, I don't really use those. I use my phone for a lot of that kind of stuff, but let's see what collector boosters are in. Kudu, King Among Bears. Full art. Shiny, shiny. Other creatures have base power and toughness 2/2 and are bears in addition to their other types. This is a legendary creature, so it could be a commander, could be a bear deck. I don't know the value of this card, but it looks pretty cool. Alright. Keep cleaning up as we go. Let's open this. So just an information card. We have a token, Vivian Reed. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and have vigilance, trample, and indestructible. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's an emblem, so once you earn an emblem in a game, it doesn't go away. Forest Dryad. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that would be a token in this. Elephant, plant, boar, elephant, hydra, beast, zombie, interesting, insect, another beast, copy, boar, plant, sand warrior. Alright, token legendary, 2020 flying indestructible. Okay, sure. Alright, this deck seems like it's gonna be fun. Those are all the tokens. Omo, Queen of Vesuva. So this is the commander for the deck. Pretty nice. Whenever Omo, Queen of Vesuva enters the battlefield or attacks, put an everything counter on each of up to 1 target land and 1 up to 1 target creature. Each land with an everything counter on it is every land type in addition to its other types. Okay, and each non-land creature with an everything counter on it is every creature type. Okay, so that's the commander. This is the like secondary commander, or the partner in crime, I guess, but not an actual partner. I should just confusing. So this is Jyoti Mayog Ancient. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green forest Diane land creature token for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone. At the beginning of each combat, land creatures you control get +X/+X. Okay. Sure. Alright, so I probably won't read word for word every card as we go through these, but the goal here is to sleeve them as we go. So we should probably open this. This is my favorite part though, is really kind of reading through the cards as you sleeve them. It's very relaxing, so thank you for being here with me today to enjoy this moment with me. So we're going to go ahead and sleeve these. Okay. And so we'll just keep going for a little bit here. So let's see, we got Fog Bank. It's a wall, so it has Defender, Flying, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by Fog Bank. Okay. Walls are usually good. They're pretty affordable to cast. Land, Urza's Power Plant, add colorless. Okay. So I have Urza's Tower and Urza's Mine, so we do have both of those to go with that. And if you hear breathing in the background, that is my dog. He has chosen to spend the afternoon with me in here. Alright, so this is Satyr Wayfinder. When Satyr Wayfinder enters a battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. Okie dokie. Arcane Denial, that's a pretty common blue spell. Counter target spell. Simic Guildgate. Enters the battlefield tapped. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing up here. I'm just setting them down. Treasure Cruise, okay. Delve, and I draw 3 cards. Nice. Classic Soul Ring. The Ballast Gate. There's a lot of gates in here, and we have other gate cards. I wonder if this has more. Target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of gates you control. Ooh, sounds like we may be adding more gates to this if I have more to add. Beast Within. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, she's new. What are you? Tadiova, Benthic Druid, Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life and draw a card. That's pretty good. Life gain with green and blue. I like that card. Propaganda. Ooh. Sorry if you hate me for this, but definitely one of my favorite blue cards to have when I play blue. Simic Growth Chamber. Okay. Floriferous Fine Wall. Defender, so we have another defender. I'm going to enter the battlefield. The library. You may reveal a land card from it, put it into your hand, put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay. An Arcane Signet. Perfect. Desert of the Indomitable. Enters the battlefield tapped. Deserts are a thing too, so I wonder if I think this does just have like all the different land types, just because this is a oddly land focused deck. I'm excited for it. It's different. March from Velisvel. Choose a non-basic land. Glare kind of bad. It's not too bad if I hold it here. Choose a non-basic land type. Each land you control of that type becomes a copy of target creature you control until end of turn and gains haste until end of turn. And it has flashback. For 3? Choose a non-basic land type. Okay. So like deserts or gates I would assume would work. That's crazy. Okay. Wonderscape Sage, flying, return a land you control to its owner's hand, draw a card, then okay, that's mean. And that's a tap because that's a creature. Return a land. Oh, it's return a land you control. I guess that would be fine. And then you draw a card, then discard a card. Sorry, I thought that was doing it to another person, and I'm like, that's not very nice. But it wouldn't be so bad. Okay. Copy land. You may have copy land enter the battlefield as a copy of any land on the battlefield, except it's an enchantment in addition to its other types. Desert Warfare. Whenever you sacrifice a desert, and whenever a desert card is put into your graveyard from your hand or library, put that card onto the battlefield under your control at the beginning of your next end step. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 5 or more deserts, create that many 1/1 red, green, and white sand warrior creature tokens. They gain haste. I'm so excited to play this deck. See, this is why you read the cards. Read the cards before you play. Because then you get pumped. And you at least, like, know what cards are in your 100 card deck. Target player mills a card for each locus you control. Ooh, what's giving me locus? Sage of the Maze. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Until end of turn, target land you control becomes an XX citizen creature with haste in addition to its other types, where X is twice the number of gates you control. This is so cool. It's a very unique type of landfall I've not seen. I don't know if landfall's ever been played this way. Laz Top Quarry, a desert. Awesome. That's a sweet looking land. Rampant Frogantua. Frogantua. I don't like that. It gets 10 + 10 for each player who has lost the game. Ah, yes, I think I saw this card somewhere. This is definitely meant for when you play a game with 4 people in Commander. Sometimes I play one-on-one with my husband because Commander's just the style we like to play in. So that's not very effective in that case. A Sunken Palace. So we also have caves. I haven't seen any other cards triggering for caves though. Let's see. Horizon of Progress. Pay 1 life. Add 1 mana of any type that land you control could produce. Okay. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and sacrifice Horizon of Progress and draw a card. Okay, so like at each stage of where I'm at with my landfall, I could do different things. Like if I need land, I need to give it up, or I don't need it anymore. I like options. Alright. Planner Nexus is every non-basic land type. Oh! Okay. Didn't know that existed. Might be a new card. Aggressive Biomancy. Create X tokens that are copies of target creature control, except they have. When this creature enters the battlefield, it finds up to 1 target creature you don't control. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a nice card. Talon Gates of Madara. When it enters the battlefield, up to 1 target creature phases out. Okay, so then if a creature has an ETB or enter the battlefield trigger, that would be a good one to phase out. Hydroid Crisis. When you cast a spell, you gain half X life and draw half X cards, round down each time. Flying Trample. Hydroid Crisis enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Okay. That's cool. I like that. Some fun interaction there for yourself. Terrastodon, an elephant. When it enters the battlefield, I may destroy up to 3 target non-creature permanents. For each permanent put into a graveyard this way, its controller creates a 3/3 green elephant creature token. They better have given me 3 of those. I think they did. Lair of the Hydra. Ooh, a Planeswalker. Nissa, Steward of Elements. Scry 2. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card or creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of loyalty counters on this Planeswalker, you may put that card onto the battlefield. Untap up to 2 target lands you control. They become 5/5 elemental creature token, or creatures with flying and haste until end of turn. They're still lands. Okay. So +2, 0, and -6. So basically this, just having her on the battlefield means that at any time I can look at the top card of my library, which is helpful. Magus of Candelabra. X and tap, untap X target lands. Oh, for 1, and then you pay that. Oh, okay. Let's see, Lumbering Falls. Blast Zone. Enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it. Put X charge counters on Blast Zone. Sacrifice Blast Zone. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on Blast Zone. Okay. I like that land. Apex Devastator. I think we might have this card elsewhere already. Cascade, Cascade, Cascade. Whew. That's a lot. I don't know if I want to play that card. I don't like things that do a lot of triggers. Sometimes. I don't know. It just depends. It can get overwhelming. Dreamer to Cascade enters the battlefield tapped. Dun, 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 dun. Summary Dismissal. Exile all other spells and counter all abilities. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. So basically you just play, it's like almost like a split second, I guess. That's what it reminds me of anyways. Yavimaya Ghost. Okay. Flooded Grove. Why are these upside down? Flooded Grove. Hour of Promise. Search your library for up to 2 land cards. Put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Then if you control 3 or more deserts, create 2 black zombie creature tokens. Okay. Ruminep Excavator. You may play lands from your graveyard. Cool. Thanks for that. Hydra Broodmaster. I have this card elsewhere. I really love the art on this one. Monstrosity. When it becomes a monstrous, create XX green Hydra creature tokens. I personally love Hydras. I think they are cool. I'm gonna rotate these. Okay. Drown in Dreams. Choose one. If you control a commander as you cast a spell, you may choose both instead. Target player draws X cards. Target player mills twice X cards. Okay. Fine Glimmer Snarl. Vivian Reed. Okay. Another Planeswalker. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put it into your hand with the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That's a +1. It's very similar to the other Planeswalker, except for this one, you have to pay 1. Pay 1 of the loyalties. -3, destroy. Oh, sorry, that's adding. Okay, so that's still a bonus. That's actually better, I would say. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. And then -8, you get an emblem. With creatures you control, get +2/+2 and have vigilance, trample, and indestructible. So this is what gives you that emblem. So she is pretty good. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, legendary land. Each land is a forest in addition to its other land types. Awesome. I like the look of this card. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. So it's an enchantment creature. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. Perfect. Mirage Mirror. So that can enter as a copy of a target artifact, creature, or enchantment until end of turn. That's nice. Land. A land surprise. There's a lot of land and mana rocks in this. Oh, the chromatic lantern. Okay. Oblivion stone. Oblivion stone. So put a fate counter on target permanent. Sacrifice Oblivion stone. Destroy each non-land permanent without a fate counter on it. Okay, so it's like slowly protect all of my people. But it would only work with this card, so someone could still like destroy it, I think, when those are on there. Ooh, a scoot swarm, a scoot swarm. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of Scoot Swarm instead. Ooh, yeah, this is a lot. There's a lot going on in this deck. I love it, but it's a lot. Ulvenwald Hydra. Reach. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Perfect. When it enters the battlefield, I may search my library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Sweet. Evacuation. Return all creatures to their owner's hands. Those are nice because it's like a board wipe, but not a devastating board wipe. Just kind of, it just resets things, so it does still suck. Let's see, replication technique. Okay, I have this card. Demonstrate. Create a token that's a copy of target permanent you control. That's pretty good. Sorry. Target permanent could be anything, really, on your battlefield. I think I have to rotate these again. Nope. Oh, wow. I'm just going to leave them. Finale of Revelation. Draw X cards. If X is 10 or more, instead shuffle your graveyard into your library. Draw X cards, untap up to 5 lands, and you have no maximum hand side for the rest of the game. Exile Finale of Revelation. Gosh. I like doing fun stuff like that, though. Like, lay it on me. Let's do something fun. Mana Reflection. If you tap a permanent for mana, it produces twice as much of that mana instead. Yeah. Okay, this is really pretty art, though. I like that. Euro Titan of Nature's Wrath. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it escaped. Whenever a Euro enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Escape. Exile 5 other cards from your graveyard. Okay. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. Okay, so basically you can't play it until it's hit the graveyard. Curse of the Swine. That's one I've had in blue-green decks before, or at least my blue decks. Vesuva, you may have it enter the battlefield tapped as a copy of any land on the battlefield. Nice, nice, nice. Dark Depths, Legendary Snowland. 10 ice counters. Remove an ice counter from Dark Depths. When it has no more ice counters on it, sacrifice it. If you do, create Merit Lodge, a legendary 2020 black avatar creature token with flying and indestructible. Oh my god. Thespian Stage. Okay. Avenger of Zendikar. Create 0/1 green plant creature tokens for each land you control. Whenever land enters a battlefield under your control, you may put a +1 counter on each plant you control. And I'm pretty sure there was at least one other card that generated some plants too, so that's pretty nice. Seer's Sundial. Whenever a land enters a battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. No maximum hand size, except for the one card, I believe. Rampaging Palace. Trample. Whenever a land enters a battlefield under your control, you may create a 4/4 green beast creature token. 6/6. Expedition map. Sacrifice it. Search your library for a land card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand and shuffle. Hidden cataract. Enters the battlefield tapped. Discover 4. Is its special ability. Hidden nursery. You sacrifice and discover 4. Volatile fault. A cave. Destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. Usually they get to, search for a basic land instead. Growth spiral. Draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. I love this art. I have this card in another format. Elfish Rejuvenator. When Elfish Rejuvenator enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay. Urban Evolution. Draw 3 cards. You may play an additional land this turn. Don't mind if I do. Harmonize. Draw 3 cards for 4. Not great, but hey, if it works, it works. Thornwood Falls. Here's the locust. Add 1 for each locust on the battlefield. Sylvan Scrying, sorry. Search a library for a land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. That's a land card, so I could find any kind of land that I have, like a copy land or a land that does a really good special ability that I would need. Acidic Slime. Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. Ouch. Oops, wrong spot. Pongify. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. Its controller creates a 3/3 green ape creature token. Green ape. Alright, that's a new one for me. Lush Oasis, so that's a desert. Skullwinder. Death Touch, it's a snake. When it enters the battlefield, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Then choose an opponent. That player returns a card from their graveyard to their hand. Aw, group hug. I like cards that interact and help other players as well, because I like to play Commander more or less for fun and less competitive and just try to enjoy it. So group hug cards like that make a difference. Desert of the Mindful. So another desert. Yeah, I think that we could add some more gates because I'm not seeing a ton in here. Command Tower. Poison Dart Frog. Reach. Add 1 mana of any color. Gains Death Touch until end of turn. Okay, so Reach and Death Touch for 1/1. Well, for 2, but a 1/1. That's a pretty powerful card. Glimmer Post, another locust. Enters the battlefield. Gain 1 life for each locust on the battlefield. Eureka Moment. Draw 2 cards. You may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. Quandrix Campus. Come on. Oh. Here's the basic land. There's not much of it. Not much at all. Just a little bit of basic land. That's all you need. Alright, well, that's all the cards in this deck. Uh-oh. I'm short a pink sleeve, so I might have to steal my commander's sleeve for now. There we go. That is all that I have for you today in this video. I'm incredibly excited to play this deck. I think that it's going to be pretty amazing and pretty fun. So, yeah, you'll have to let me know if you ended up buying any of the Commander decks in the new Modern Horizon release. I'd be interested to know what you are playing from this new set. But for now, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope that you have a wonderful night. Good night.